Hi amazing people, I am Dr. Kasturi R. Naik and I welcome you all to the YouTube channel focusing on self-esteem optimization. Today's video is for all the people who are stuck in their how, stuck in the process, in the operation or in the tool and the technique of doing a particular thing because somewhere they have not identified the why or the intention or the higher purpose with which they are doing that thing. Many a times this happens in our life. We are so much engrossed in our house that we forget the whys in our life. And that's not our mistake. Since our childhood, we have, been attuned and conditioned to these sentences that if you do not know how to do it, do not do it. So no's and don'ts are so much peculiar in our childhood that we forget the yes and the can. Yeah, and that is where we forget our why. Whenever you are creating a particular product, a particular service, whenever you are initiating a particular business venture, always remember your why. Why am I doing it? What is the problem which I am trying to solve by doing this particular business, by delivering this product or this service? Okay, like if you are into teaching dance, you need not say that okay, I teach dance. Everybody says this. What is your why? What is the higher intention or purpose why you're teaching the dance? So it can be like, I bring in grace and elegance in the students who come to me. I instill body language and confidence which gives the inner sense of adequacy to these students who come to me, and they become more personally and professionally competent, okay, to present themselves in the world. That is what you're doing when you're teaching dance. When you're making soaps, for example, if you're into making bathing soaps, so I give the person who is using my soap the sense of relaxation, the sense of rejuvenation, the sense of feeling fresh. That is the higher purpose. That is the purpose why I'm creating that product soap. So if you want to get clarity of why, I came across a beautiful video made by Carrie Green where she has mentioned that you have to ask yourself two questions, okay, if you're not clear about your why. The first question is, why am I creating this particular product or service? And the second question is, what has triggered me to do it? Like, I am an educator, I am a facilitator, I am a life coach. So my why, every time I sit in front of my coaching client, every time I'm taking a training session, every time I'm sitting in front of a class for taking a session, I'm clear of my why. Why I am creating it? Because I want to create future leaders who know how to lead with empathy, clarity and insight. I want the leader to have a right blend of power, love and wisdom. That is my higher purpose. That is my why I am creating. And what has triggered me? What has triggered me is I needed such leader in my life. And I got the leader when I was in my college days, that leader who changed my life. So I believe I can be one for the people around me. And that is my why. I'm very clear about it. So once I'm clear of my why, my how becomes fun. The process becomes fun. Whatever you're doing gives you energy instead of draining your energy away from it. So be very clear about this why. It's very, very, very essential, everybody. The higher purpose, the intention of why you're doing a particular thing. Like, one of the client came to me asking that she wanted to do something connected to honoring boundaries. Yeah, something connected to saying yes and no. She wanted people to realize that they need to honor their boundaries. That was her how the process that she wanted to teach people to honor the boundaries. So I said, what is it, what is triggering her to teach that? And then she went into that particular memory lane and she said, because in her life she did not honor her boundaries and she felt lots of being in isolation, and she felt lots of guilt because she never stood up for herself and never said yes and no whenever it was required in her life. And that was her why. And she said she went into so much of depression because of not honoring boundaries that even she came across suicidal thoughts. So I said, this is your why. You want people to realize to honor their boundaries because you want to save lives. When people start honoring their boundaries and saying yes and no without guilt, without feeling sorry, they are going to save their lives and create something beautiful out of the life which they have. And she was like, yes, that is my why, because I've went through it. So these two questions are very important. Why are you creating a product or service, whatever you are creating, and what is triggering you to spread whatever you want to spread to the entire world, be it that product, be it that service. Yeah, even a small thing like baking a cake. It is not only about baking a cake, it is about enabling people celebrate milestones, celebrate their victories, celebrate their anniversaries, celebrate their birthdays. That is the why. Yeah, and then the process of making cakes and advertisements and generating clients become easier. Why? Because your why is clear. So I want to conclude this video by telling one very important thing. Why is not about logic, it is more about your emotions. Why is not about perfection. Like when I'm making this particular video, I know my hairs might not be perfect, I know my makeup is not perfect, I know the lighting might or might not be perfect, but my why is clear. I'm reaching to the people who wants to make their why clear, and if that is done, I am awesome, I'm perfect. So why is not about perfection, it is more about your authenticity. Yeah, why is not about not about too much of logic. Why is more about your emotions. Please remember, once you're clear about this, your how, the process will automatically be very clear, and you will enjoy the process. It will energize you in whatever you're doing. That will energize you. So that's all about today's video. Do write in the comment box what is your why of life. I love you all. Take care, stay protected, like, share and subscribe to this particular channel, and I'll be coming soon with the next video. Till then, bye. See you all.